Good morning, everyone. Ooh, it is like 48 degrees outside right now. It is cold inside my house as well. It's about 50 degrees inside my house. It's a little warmer than outside because I don't run the heaters at night. And so I'm warming up the house. Chico is still in bed. I'm going to get in here and take my fasting glucose this morning for you. And the only snack that I had before bed was the cheese and sausage little tray that I bought. I'm testing those to see if they are a good snack before I go to bed to give me a good fasting glucose in the morning. And right now, everything is a test for me. So generally what I do, I'm sorry, I really did just wake up. Generally what I do in the morning is I take Chico for a walk first thing in the morning, but he didn't want to get out of bed this morning, so I'm going to get some things done before he gets up. I've already weighed myself this morning. The coffee is on. I've taken my medicine. It is almost 8 o'clock in the morning. Okay. It's a big enough. Yeah, it was. Took every bit of that too. All right. 112. So I am learning that if I want a good fasting glucose in the morning, that I need to stick to cheeses and meats for my snack at night. All right. That's good to know. So I'm going to get off here and we are going to, I'm going to get off here. We're going to turn this into the doctor. I'm going to go check on Chico while the house is warming up. All right, I'm back. It is 10:30 in the morning and I'm hungry. And so I took one of those biscuits and some of the gravy that I still have left. And that's what I'm having for breakfast this morning. It is really good. I do enjoy it. I'm not mad about it, but because of the eggy flavor to it, I probably would have preferred just to have the egg, because here's what's happening. This is about one egg, but because I added the almond flour to it, I added carbs. And so I can only have one of these. Whereas if I just used eggs, I would have used, what do you call it? I would have eaten 2 eggs. And so I'm not going to do this particular recipe again because it just added carbs to something that is quite eggy anyway, much like a scrambled egg. It's a cross between. And so I wouldn't make these again. Now I do have another recipe that am I gonna eat them? Sure, I'm gonna eat them. But I do have another recipe that I'm gonna try that is, I think, going to be a little bit more of um, a biscuit than it is the egg part, and still stay within the carb range that I need it. And so I'm going to try that one next time. For right now, though, I'm going to finish my breakfast, and I'll get back to you guys when I get busy in the kitchen for later. All right, everyone, it is a little after 12 o'clock today, and we're here at my advent calendar that was a gift, and I do have some water heating up in the microwave right now, and I'm ready for, it's cold enough today that I am ready for some hot tea. And so I'm going to use one of the earlier ones, like maybe number 1. Let's find number 1. 3, 7, 11, 21, 6, 8, 23, 14, 20. There's 2. Here's 1. Let's do winter warmer. And behind it, it says, fill your cup with seasonal warmth and spend time with a loved one. And then on the back of it, it says, with ginger, rubios, orange, and star anise. And so I'm going to have myself a cup of hot tea. And to be honest, sometimes I make 2 cups out of one of these. And yeah, so I'm going to make myself a cup of winter warmer hot tea, and I'll let you know how it tastes. So I have the tea steeping right now, and I'm going to put some stevia in here. And it's going to fizz up. Sometimes it fizzes and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. And then I take the tea bag itself and I squeeze most of the liquid out of this. And I leave it right here on the counter, on that tea bag, so it doesn't stain my counter. And remember that spoon? The spoon that I am featuring in today's Timu haul video. This is how I use it. Then I do lick it. Flip it upside down and it goes right there. So I always have it with me wherever I go. There we go. And Chico's job and my job today is we are to stay warm today, Chico. Chico, our job today is to stay warm. Get back over there. Get back over there. There you go. Sit. 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 We're working on this command. Sit. Sit. He doesn't have it yet. He will. But Chico, our job is to stay warm today. All right, I have decided that today is Chico and I's day,
to just stay in our jammies. Yes, we are both staying in our jammies, and I am going to just stay warm. I do have the heaters going on in the house, and I am moving through the house to make sure everything is good and fine, and taking Chico outside. We're not going on the long walks today because it is too cold for him outside. I was given instructions that he's not supposed to be outside for more than 5 to 10 minutes in this cold because he shivers, even with a jacket on. So, the question you have for me though is the tea good? Let's see. Mm, definitely good tea. Mm, this is good. I can see myself making a second cup with that tea bag. I don't waste anything. If I can get a second cup of tea out of it, I'm going to do it. And this is good. And so I will be drinking warm liquids throughout the day and putting my hands on these liquids, cups, and keeping my hands warm because that's the goal for today. Hmm. Right now, I'm only having to run two heaters, one in the living room and one in my office, and it's keeping the house warm. Now, one of the things that I want to do later on is to get the broccoli that I bought out, and I want to make broccoli cheese soup again. And so I have all the ingredients to do it, and I'm going to get in there and make me. I love that broccoli and cheese soup that I made the last time, and it is cold enough, and it's going to be cold enough for the next few days for me to enjoy broccoli cheese soup. So I think that's what I'm going to do, is that I am going to enjoy my broccoli cheese soup and make some today. I told you that I messed up on the soup that I had. And so I didn't mess up. The refrigerator did. And so I need to make another pot of soup for these cold days, and I think that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to make that broccoli cheese soup. And it's on my list along with my two goals today is to make the broccoli cheese soup to have as a side with my proteins, along with the I need to make some more ranch dressing, and I have the ingredients to make a ranch dressing, so I think that's what I'm going to do. And I used up all of the vinaigrette that I made the last time, and so I've used that up. So I need, and I really do like ranch dressing. I do. I've tried that one dressing, and I won't make it again. I didn't really. It was good, okay, but it's not my favorite. Mm, this tea is so good. It's so good, and it feels warm. And all I want to do is just, on cold days like that, is just snuggle up with Chico. That's all I want to do. And bring you guys along. All right. I am going to get off of here and finish editing this video that I have with the porcelain spoons on it, and show you how I'm going to be using it, and giving you ideas on how it can be used as a gift, maybe to create gifts for Christmas. Like these, you can put together, um, you can put it with cups for hot cocoa. You could, there's a lot of things you could do with these, okay? And I just happened to get these because I broke the one I had for this cup that was given to me when I was teaching by a precious student that just, it absolutely made my day. And I was really, really upset with myself when I broke the spoon on it. I dropped it on a concrete floor at the school, and it just shattered. And it was my fault. It is, like I said, ceramic. And so when it hit the concrete floor, it just shattered into pieces. And I was so heartbroken over it. And I was so glad to see that, yes, I found a replacement for it. And the rest of those I'm going to keep next to my coffee pot and my tea. And they will be available for me to use right there on the counter. And but they can be used in spice jars. Um, they could be used if you put together a spice jar for friends and family and you want to, you can put this in the jar with it. There's a lot of things you can do with these. And so, and they come in sets of 5. So anyway, so I'm going to get off of here and I'm going to finish editing that video that's going to be coming out as soon as I get it edited. And then we'll move on with the day. Hey everyone, I'm bringing you in to show you that I am going to be making my ranch dressing recipe from the Virta friendly website. And it only requires a few items. The first thing is 2 cups of mayonnaise. So I have a cup, measuring cup here. I have my mayonnaise here. And we are going to we're still using up things that I had prior to me starting the Virta program, because as you know, I have a fully stocked pantry, and so I'm still using up some of the things from before I started the program. And they were convenient items that are on the plan but could be better, but I'm still going to use it, and I've been doing that. So here we go with 1 cup of mayonnaise. Inside my quart wide mouth jar. There's 1. And now we're going to come in with the 2nd cup. And once I use up all the mayonnaise that I have in my pantry, then I'll be making my own mayonnaise with their Virta program mayonnaise. And instead. And I'll be making it as I go. All right, so here we go. 2nd cup of mayonnaise. That's approximately 2 cups of mayonnaise. I did measure it out, so when I say approximately, I'm hoping that it is, okay? So here we go. There are 2 cups of mayonnaise. I used to, in a restaurant setting, many years ago, I used to make mayonnaise for the restaurant. And I would make it by the gallons, because the restaurant was a very, very popular restaurant that we would go through 3 or 4 gallons in a few days of mayonnaise. So, yeah. So, yeah. All right, so we got that. And then the next thing it says is 1 cup of whipping cream. So I'm going to take that same measuring cup. And this is a new whipping cream that I bought. And this is 1 cup of the whipping cream. And we'll pour that in there. And I'm going to clean everything off of the spoon because we're done with the measuring cup and the spoon for now. We're done with it. So we're going to take this and put it in the sink to keep from making a huge mess, because I tend to do that when I'm cooking. I'm going to rinse off and wash my hands from the mayonnaise and the cream. There we go. And dry my hand. And then the next thing that we're going to add, let me put the lid on this mayonnaise to prevent anything from getting into it. The next thing we're going to add is this ranch salad dressing mix that I had purchased. And so this is going to go in here just like that. I have bought it in bulk. And then we're going to take this immersion blender disconnect this from the heavy device and shake all of the dressing off of this. And I'm going to take and wipe it all off. Because sometimes, you know, your finger is just the best device to get it done. And then there we go. I'm not sticking my finger in there because that is a blade. And there we go. We have the ranch dressing made. I'm going to come over here, rinse my hand off. Rinse this blender off. Rinse all that out of there. Off the camera. And there we go. We got the ranch dressing done. Now, I do like to bring you guys along as I work in the kitchen. And sometimes that does mean that, you know, I'm doing things off the camera, behind the scenes, like this. And I am running dishwater because I need this stick blender, cleaned up and washed by hand to go on to the next recipe. And so I'm carefully washing this by hand. And I'm gonna let it drain using my peppermint sage dish soap because it smells like the holiday season. All right, I'm coming back over here. I'm gonna unplug this for right now. I'm gonna get the lid to this, and we're gonna take this and we're gonna put this in the refrigerator along with these items. And now I have my ranch dressing for my salad. Hey everyone, I'm bringing you in to show you that I'm making one of my favorites from these recipes that I have picked up. And we're gonna start with, remember the broccoli flowerets that I bought? I am gonna start with steaming them in batches. And so I am taking the broccoli flowerets that I purchased, and we are going to put them into the steamer. I have a big bag full of it. I'm going to fill this steamer with the broccoli. Just like this, and it has water in the bottom of it. And then I'm going to put, I'll put as much as I can in this first batch. Okay. And then I'm going to put the lid on it. It's about half this bag. There we go. Then I'm going to put the lid on this. I'm going to let this steam. And then I'm going to take the steamed broccoli. I'm going to put it in here. And all right, hold on. I'm going to take this steamed broccoli, I'm going to put it in this pot, and then we're going to start making the soup itself, because half of the broccoli needs to be pureed. And so that's what I'm going to do, is I'm going to use my stick blender and puree it in this pot, and then add the second batch of steamed broccoli into the soup. So I have both pureed broccoli in the cheddar cheese sauce and steamed broccoli as a some consistency. So we're going to let this first batch steam. I forgot to bring you guys in, so I'm going to do it now. That is 8 ounces of cream cheese in the pot, 1.5 cups of heavy cream, another measuring cup, and I need this whole cup plus half of it in there. There we go. That's done. Heavy whipping cream, and half a cup of water. half of this cup. So that's a half a cup of water. Plus the broccoli that I'm steaming. Let me get out this. See, is it steamed? It is. Right. There we go. Okay, that broccoli is in there. Now what I'm gonna do is the same thing here. I'm gonna put the rest of that broccoli. I'm gonna put another round of the broccoli in here. I'm gonna see if I can get it all in there. See if I can get it all in there. Don't use my hands to get down in there. Use the tongs. How did that thing get in there? There it is. Okay. There we go. One more last piece down in here. Let's see if I can get that lid on there. Let's steam the rest of this broccoli. There we go. There we go. We got it in there. Now this, on the other hand, I am going to, let me break up that cream cheese a little bit. I'm sorry that my hand is in your way. Let me do it left-handed. I'm not left-handed, but all right. So this is what they want me to do. I'm going to take this and put it over here. And then we're going to take this stick blender and we're going to cream this together. The birds are chirping outside today. Go. now I've got it nice and creamy. This part of it. All right. So this is all nice and creamy. Now, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, the next step is that in a microwave safe bowl, cup, this is a Pyrex cup, I added 1 cup of water and 4 bouillon cubes. You can use chicken, you can use vegetable, or you can use a combination. I used a combination of 2 chicken and 2 vegetable bouillon cubes. And now I'm dissolving it into this water. I boiled the water in the microwave. And now I'm over here on the side, mixing it up and dissolving it. And it's going to go in here as well. And so that's in there. Let me see what the next step is. I follow everything step by step. Okay, so whisk bouillon, pepper to taste, and 1 cup of water. I did that. Slowly add. Okay. Okay. So now the broccoli is done. We're going to 1 teaspoon of the xanthan gum. 1 teaspoon of it. We're going to bring this mixture to a boil. We're going to mix it together. I'm going to put it on kind of a low heat. Now this has a scoop in it, but it doesn't say how much it is. I think it's about 2 teaspoons. Let me go ahead and measure this. Okay, because I'm curious to know. Okay, let me get this mixed up in here. I don't want to scald it on the bottom. So let me get this mixed up in here. I want to know exactly how much this scoop is that's in this. There we go. Okay, so I'm going to use a 1/2 teaspoon that I have here. Now I'm going to put it in the scoop. And we're going to see exactly how much the scoop is. Okay. To the mark, it's 1 teaspoon. All right. That's good to know. Now I'm going to stir this in. It says to spread it around. Okay. That is good to know. We're going to mix this in. I'm going to switch this out for a whisk, because I want this to really get mixed in. There we go. And then I'm going to take this half a teaspoon measuring thing out of here. We'll leave that for a second. I'm going to put that scoop back in there. And we're going to close this up to keep moisture from getting into it. There we go. It's nice and tight. And then I'm going to get the cheese out. Where's that cheddar cheese? Alright, I am going to turn this off for a second. We're going to get a bowl out. We're going to come over to my scale. I need 8 ounces of grated cheddar cheese. Oh, Lord. All right. I am going to weigh this cheddar cheese. I'm in the background measuring 8 ounces of cheddar cheese for you guys. All right, here we go. That is 8 ounces of cheddar cheese. Now we're coming back. This is the cheese that I grated up the other day in preparation for this. And now we're going to come back and get this going again. Get it back up to boiling. Come on, you're almost there. did they say about a watched pot? It never boils. As soon as you turn your back on it, what happens? It boils over or it scorches on the bottom. That's what they say about it. Okay, it is coming to a boil. I see it's starting to boil around the edges now. All right, I'm gonna start slowly adding the cheese in. Okay. There we go. Now I'm gonna get in here and get that cheese melted into the sauce. Now we have our cheese sauce. Okay, we got the cheese sauce. And the cheese is melted in there. And now we're gonna come back with this paddle. And we're gonna come in with the remaining broccoli. Remember the last time I added all of the broccoli into to blend it? This time I had people asking me to do it the other way. And so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm trying to do anyway. Let me get this turned off. I don't want that cheese sauce to burn. And I'm dangling this. So let me get this properly handled. Here we go. Here we go. There we go. Now the broccoli is in there. And then we're going to fold this broccoli into the soup. Just like that. And now we have proper broccoli cheddar soup. Okay. I'm going to let this sit for just a minute and I'll bring you back when I get ready to plate it up. I have been busy today. I have been busy today. All right, so I made the broccoli cheese soup and I am dying to get into it and have me a bowl of that with some protein. And so let's get my glucose. It's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So let's get my glucose and ketones measured along with my blood pressure. I have been in my robe all day today. Just trying to stay warm for myself and Chico. And yeah, so that's what we're doing today. And I've been taking him outside. I have not been doing the walks because it's just too cold. The wind chill out there it's it's chilly outside. It's too chilly for Chico to be out for any length of time. It's just, even with his coat on, he is shivering, and it looks painful to me. I know when I shiver like that, it's painful. So I don't want him out too long of a time. We just go and get his business done and come right back in, and he's ready to come back in. He doesn't want to be outside. So, and to be honest, I don't blame him. Neither do I. So we're going to get the glucose done first. And here we go. Oh, I got a good sample there. Let's see. $115. That's pretty good. Okay. Let's do this one. All right. Give me a second. 3.0. So we are definitely in ketosis. And so I am going to get in there and make myself something to eat and get some carbs in me, because 3.0 is a little, it's on the lower end of, I haven't had carbs today. Okay. And so let me get in there and get me some of that broccoli cheddar soup and get this turned in and get my blood pressure done. And yeah, I'll bring you back when I get the broccoli cheddar soup. Okay, everyone, I'm eating this broccoli cheddar soup. 1 cup. This is so good. I am going to leave the recipe down below for you guys. And if you haven't already tried this, because I've made it before, please do. It is so good. And this is a great holiday recipe that is carb friendly, that you can take to a Christmas dinner. And it's really easy to make. It's real easy. This is so good. All right, guys, I'm going to sit here and enjoy this. And we'll see what else we get into in the kitchen later. Good evening, everyone. Oh, I tell you what, that cheddar broccoli soup was amazing. I ate 1 cup of it. That's all. That's 1 serving. And I ate 1 cup of it and then let my stomach settle. And I am full. 1 cup of that soup. I did not need any protein. Now, what I'm going to do is, I did eat early. So what I'm going to do is, if I get hungry later, then I can have the protein part of my dinner. Of my second meal. Remember, it's my second meal, which is the pork chops that I cooked. I can heat those up and eat those later on if I want them. Right now, I am enjoying the 2nd cup of hot tea from the same tea bag from earlier. and it's good. I made 2 large cups of tea from that one tea bag. And I still haven't done today's tea bag. It is about 5:30 in the evening. Chico has gone out for his last trip outside. Um, and so he ate all of his food today. And so he is done for the evening as far as care is concerned. Now, if he starts running through the house like he typically does around this time, I will definitely turn the camera on and show him doing laps in the house. He does that. This tea is so good. And it is 52 degrees outside right now. And it's supposed to drop tonight again. I do have the heaters on in the house, so while I'm moving around and filming things and not asleep, I do have the heaters on up to 70 degrees in the house, and trying to keep, here's the thing, is that the floor, my house floor is cold because it's up off the ground, so it's cold. So Chico has to warm up his paws by getting into that lovely bed that was sent by a viewer. And so that's how he warms himself. Now, I have taken the heating pad away from him because he was chewing on the cord. And the last thing I want is for him to be hurt by electrocuting himself. So this bed is designed for his heat to be, his body heat stays in the bed so it stays warm. And I have checked, like I have stuck my hand up underneath him and it's all warm up in there. And he's not shivering. With it being 52 degrees outside, 70 degrees inside, he's not shivering. So we're keeping warm. I want to thank I'm going to stop. I was going to say I'm going to thank each and every one of you for coming out this evening and spending your day with me. And above all, I want you to be blessed because you guys bless me each and every day. I'm going to leave some playlist here and a subscribe button. If you haven't already gone and watched my older videos, I try to make it very easy. Just click on a playlist and you'll get a bunch of them in a playlist. And if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. It helps out. And if you hit the notification bell, it'll ding when I put out a new video. And so if Chico starts running through the house, that'll be the ending outro and not this, okay? I'll see you guys on the next video tomorrow.
Good morning, everyone. I wanted to get you in here and show you first thing this morning. My blood glucose is 116. And I have discovered that if I have only protein snacks before I go to bed, then my glucose in the morning, fasting glucose in the morning is way better. And so having the cheese and sausage sticks for a snack in the evening drops my glucose fasting level 30-40 points in the morning. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing from now on. That's what I'm going to be having, is a little cheese and one of those like sausage sticks, and that'll be my snack for the evening. I think that's what I'm going to do. There are many things that I can use for the snacks, but this is what's dropping my glucose. So I think I won't be mad about that. I do love those things. So that's what I'm going to do. Good morning, by the way. Let's have some coffee. I did get some coffee put together this morning. See? But I didn't drink any until I took my glucose level. And then I'll get around here and I'll get some things done.